Hey, what's up, y'all? You were listening to your Mental Matters podcast.
What's the
I'm your
word?
girl, Mo. And for those of you watching, thank you for tuning in. We are back with another episode, and we have very special guests in the building.
That's good.
So y'all,
We got Yada Rax,
that's me,
and we got Reef Major.
Mr. Major.
Welcome, y'all. Thank you guys for
Thank you
coming.
for
Thank you
having
for
us,
having
for
us.
sure.
This is amazing. It's a ill setup. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
Me and Yada definitely excited.
yeah, I'm highly excited to be here.
Yeah, I'm excited to have y'all. And um, well, before we even get into anything, I definitely want to like be sure to start with just the products that we have,
Oh yeah, let's
right?
let's get into that.
Yeah.
So, I'm Yadarax. I'm a serial entrepreneur.
Hmm.
This Reef Major. We got our own podcast called What They Don't Want to Hear. I also have a juicing business with my grandmother called Rhythm and Juice. Today I bought some fresh pineapple juice for the gang.
Hmm.
Also got some mighty shots. So this is a Titan. This is grapefruit, ginger, and lemon. So this is a mighty shot. So it's good for it's high in vitamin C. It lowers cholesterol. It eases blood pressure. And it's also good for the immune system. It boosts that up. So
Hmm.
and I also have some apple mango passion fruit sea moss too. That we gonna try.
Eat that.
So
It's a juice doctor right there.
basically sea moss it has over like 99 minerals that the body needs, but by itself, like people usually blend it up with water, it tastes disgusting. So we have an apple mango passion fruit juice that we blend it up with instead of the water, so it tastes almost like a applesauce. So and it's a healthy applesauce. So we're gonna sample some of this too. So
Hmm.
yeah, let's cheers up, guys. Let's take the mighty shot.
Oh,
Let's do it.
Oh yeah, we got more
But yeah,
products.
go
We
ahead,
got
go,
more products.
go ahead, Reef.
also,
Go crazy, Reef.
I'm Reef Major. I'm one of the hottest barbers in New York City.
For shit show.
I would say so.
Hmm.
So definitely check me out on Instagram. Follow the page. I'm coming out with very important products that I would say a lot of our community would need to use. So
Yeah.
For sure.
today I'm supporting my bros brand, Ebanks, Arrow
Gotcha.
Ebanks on the gram.
Hmm.
Thicken up, facial scrub for me, keep your skin clear. Casa hair growth oil,
Love
keep
Important.
your
it.
hair long.
Love it.
Yeah.
So that's what I want y'all to do. Follow Reef Major for y'all haircuts. Follow Thicken Up for y'all skincare needs.
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
Shouts to all the black businesses outside. We on the rise. We
Shout
doing
out to
what we
all the
gotta
black
do.
owned businesses for
No,
sure.
for sure.
Yeah. So yeah, I promote health as well. So you feel me?
You can pass me
get
those, my
into the
brother.
let's get into the ginger shot. Mo, we got you
Whew.
right there.
Shout out Rhythm and Juice. Shout out Granny.
Let's cheers to
Yes.
that. Cheers to health and wealth.
Chills.
Ah,
All right.
For me, it's a one time thing. For me, just
Do we shake it or what we do?
yeah, you can shake it.
All right. Oh wait, y'all just take it like a shot.
Literally. Yeah.
Okay.
That
Mm.
shit good for you right there.
Ooh,
You feel me?
it's strong.
Strong.
I'm like, I don't know how y'all just took that.
Oh
Like the
Nah,
way
we
how
just
this
used to
ginger
it.
is potent in this is fire though. I love ginger, so
It's crazy to me.
Ah,
It tastes like juice now. I guess like I've just been doing it so often. My
mm-hmm,
body's so used to it. It don't even like burn. Like it just
mm-hmm.
tastes like juice. It tastes regular.
Got you.
Almost. We want to dive into the sea moss as well.
I still gotta adjust
Yeah,
for
let's
that.
do it.
So the sea moss, you feel me? You just need like a tablespoon a day. So you don't even gotta go too
Ooh.
crazy.
I'm gonna spit that open like a professional.
You know what I'm saying? I got the little sample cup. You gotta do it right. Man.
Okay, cool.
You gotta do it right for everybody. Health is wealth. You know what I'm saying? Like, I
So
got spoons for everybody. Let me just look, little spoonful for you, my brother.
Appreciate you. Feel like I'm in Costco's.
I love this.
I'll show y'all, bro. Health is wealth.
For those of y'all who are
Let's make it wealth.
only listening and not watching, Yada is giving us the sea moss,
Word.
and I'm
Gotta get the engineer right too.
Just like applesauce.
Can't forget about bro. Oh man,
Whoa.
God bless, bro. Can't
Gotcha.
forget about bro. You already, my guy.
Wolf, have you ever had sea moss?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I was vegan for 3 years.
Mm.
Yes. Wait, are you no longer vegan?
Temporarily. I'm gonna go back to it. Though.
Okay.
I mean, so it's that apple mango passion fruit sea moss right here. Damn, they got our whole health together.
Mm-hmm. I'm like,
For real. What is it for? It's a little different, right?
I love it. That's the first time I've ever taken sea moss and I wasn't like about to gag.
Trying to show you, yeah. Sea
Mhm.
moss by itself, that shit is dirt, bro.
That right there is better than a trip to the doctors.
I'm trying to show you. We just got right. We just boosted that immune system.
For surely we did.
The
Yeah.
sea moss is like literally the ultimate vitamin.
Yeah.
We got some fresh pineapple juice. Like health is wealth, man.
Fire.
You know what
That
I'm
juice
saying?
is busting
This is
too.
your mental
Mhm.
matters podcast. Your mental
Mhm.
matters, but so does your health. So
Yeah.
does your health. So
Yeah.
Rhythm and Juice, we got what you need, man. You want to get healthy lifestyle? Follow us. You know what I'm saying? We here.
I feel better. I came in here feeling crazy, y'all. Not gonna
Yo.
lie, I came in here feeling crazy because I went out last night, made some poor decisions. And I came in here like, oh my gosh, we're gonna do this, right? But I really feel better after I'm not gonna lie.
I'm glad to
From
hear
the
that.
shot, the juice, I feel like that gave me like
I bet you
Energy,
do.
right?
the energy that I needed.
Yeah,
So
I ain't gonna lie. Like
mhm.
every time I take one of those in the morning, my day just different.
Yeah.
Like it literally like it just jumpstarts you. It just gives you like a natural energy too.
Hmm.
That's probably another
Yeah.
good thing about that. So I like that's like one of my favorite things. Like when I not even like sell, but like when somebody has one of my products and they tell me that they just feel different or
Yeah.
they're like they just feel more healthy, they got
Mhm.
more kick. Like that's really what I do it for because I'm all about bettering the culture. If I could push the culture forward in any which way,
Yeah.
I'm all for it. So just people like you just said, like you came here not feeling the best.
Hmm.
You just had CMOS, a ginger shot, and some juice, and now you feeling a little better.
Yeah.
That's it don't get better than that for me.
Hmm. No, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Okay,
man.
so this
Shout
was
out Rhythm and Juice.
yes, yes. And thank you for, you guys both promoting y'all products. I think it's important to highlight these things, right? Like, um, and I think that was a part of the reason too why I of course was excited to have y'all on because
Yeah,
y'all are doing great things,
I appreciate
and
that.
anything, any way that I could even support like my people, black people,
Hmm.
Yeah,
black and brown community, like I'm all for it. So I'm excited. Let's get into it,
let's
right?
do
Because
it.
we
Get
really
into it.
we're here because we're gonna have a conversation for real.
Yeah.
But before we get into like like the subject matter, I want to start off with a mental health check-in, right?
Hmm.
For every episode, I start with a check-in just to see how y'all have been feeling.
Yeah.
We was just doing the physical check-in, right? Now we're gonna do the mental check-in, emotionally, mentally. How have you guys been doing?
You got it, Reef.
I've been I've been pushing through for sure.
Mm,
I feel like life throws a lot at you, and you just gotta figure out your personal way to maneuver through it. For real,
yeah.
I feel like I've been learning a lot of things that helps me mm, keep my life in track,
Yeah.
and keep me focused on my goals and focus on what vision I got for myself in the
Hmm.
near future and in the far future as well. So I've been trying to just stay focused,
Yeah.
100% focused, and prioritize everything I need to prioritize
Yeah.
that I know that I have to do
Yep.
in order to get the outcome that I need for real.
Good. I love
That's
that.
dope.
Love that.
Me, I've been feeling great, bro. I just been feeling high. Like I've been in this mode of just being still. Just just putting energy into me and understanding what's going on. So literally I'm also a pop artist too. So I've been in the works of creating this project. And like within this project, I just learned so much about myself. Like just like I put it like this, bro. Like when you practice a certain way or you do things a certain way, you expect certain results.
Hmm.
So if you put it in the work day in and day out and you put it in the grind day in and day out, there's nothing but a good result that's gonna come out of it, especially if you know you intentionally doing what you're supposed to be doing. So I'm kind of just been reaping the benefits of that, and I just been confident in the work that I've been putting in,
Hmm.
and it's like it's refreshing to like put the work in and get blessed with the reward and blessed with the product that you have. So I just been high lately, bro. Like it's just been a lot of good things happening.
Yeah.
Me and Reef, we just wrapped up season 2 of our podcast. So it's just been
Shout out to that.
a lot of
Good.
things on a high note for me. So
Hmm.
like I've just been feeling great, bro. Just putting my energy in the right places,
Yeah.
not allowing people to waver with my energy. You know what I'm saying? Being aware of where I go around, who I hang around, because people could mess with your energy. People could mess with your mental energy. You know what I'm saying? Just because they might not be on the same wavelength as you. So
Hmm.
just being around the right people and settling in.
Yeah.
So that's really what I've been on lately. It's just been I've been on a high, like a
Yeah.
lot of good things happening because of the constant work, the constant grind, and I'm getting the results, and it just making me happy. Just
Hmm.
want me make me go harder because it's like if you're doing all the good stuff now and you seeing like this is just the beginning, like we didn't even get to where we really want to go.
Yeah.
So it's kind of just put that energy in my back to yeah, just keep going, bro. Just keep doing the day by day, the good habits,
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. So that's where my mental is right now.
I love that. I
Yeah,
love that. And I just love to hear good news. I think like, I think that's a great space to be in.
yeah,
Because life constantly has its ups and downs, right? But I think being able to just remain grounded,
yeah.
even though because life could be life in, right? Like things is
It's gonna
going on,
happen.
that are sometimes out of our control.
It's gonna happen every time.
Yeah. So I love that. I
Yeah.
love that. Yeah.
How about you? Where your mental at right now?
Oh, thanks for asking. I'm like, look at you interviewing me, okay?
Come on, man.
I'm okay. Like I think mentally, like I was telling y'all physically, I was like, oh, this is not it.
Yeah.
Right? Because yes, I went out last night, like I said, and I had a really great time. I was like catching up with some old friends that
Word.
I went to high school with that I haven't seen in years, right? And
That's
then
fire.
yeah, I brought my cousin out with me. So me and my cousin went to this lounge somewhere in Queens,
Mhm.
and it was a good time. But for some reason, I got sick, yeah. I was throwing up. I was like, why is this happening? And it was embarrassing because it was like,
Feel like a lightweight.
I was like,
Yeah.
am I like, maybe I'm just like outgrowing this
Yeah.
drinking part of my life? Because I feel like I've been really actively drinking since college, right? Which was like years ago,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I'm just like, maybe I need to just hang it up. Like literally today, I was like,
I feel you.
just rethinking my decisions, and I was like, bro, you don't gotta drink no more. But I say this every
Yeah, I'm
time.
about to say how many last times drinking did you have?
So many, and I'm like,
You
let
don't
me
gotta
just
drink no more. Got it.
right. But maybe
Or
it's
like
just maybe not tequila. I don't know. Maybe not
maybe not
tequila.
tequila. She trying to justify it.
Maybe
But
not that particular tequila.
Maybe
yes,
you just need some Ray and his nephew from you. You
Nah,
know with
listen,
them.
nah, nah. Maybe you just need some rhythm and juice. It's all right.
listen.
Rhythm and juice it out.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So, but yes, so physically, I wasn't that great, but I'm feeling better, right? We took the shots, we got the drinks, we got the CMOS. Mentally, I think I'm okay. I feel like I'm in a um, pretty good headspace as well. I think,
Important.
um, sometimes I find myself stressed with work, right? Like I am a therapist full time, so I
Yeah.
get stressed out with work, and just the day-to-day stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I think overall, I'm able to kind of like just find that balance through like whether it be just getting more rest, whether it
Mm-hmm.
be like drinking more water. I go for walks as much as possible, try to like get some physical movement going on
Yeah.
because that helps me mentally too. But I think overall, I've been pretty good. Yeah.
That's good to hear.
That's good.
Yeah.
We don't want to be with the host and her mind is cluttered. So
Right.
I'm glad to hear that your mental is in a good space.
You look mentally refreshed.
I do.
Yeah, you do.
Thank you. I think that's a compliment. I want to, because sometimes you see people and they look out of it.
You
Stressed. Yeah,
do.
you could
Like, you
tell.
could tell, like, you good, gang?
Body
Yeah.
What's up with
language,
you?
Hmm.
facials. Some people's face be scrooged.
Yes.
Could tell.
Some
Like,
people energy just be off. Like you could just
yeah,
stand next to them and just feel like the bad energy.
that's a
Hmm.
And I
fact,
go
bro.
back to what Yada said.
That's
Like,
why,
like I've been real intentional about who I'm keeping
bro, I'm
around
telling
me
you,
Yeah.
bro.
and who I'm letting getting close to me because I'm not even trying to get tainted for
That
real.
shit is real, bro. Like
Hmm.
people, like he just said, you could really feel when somebody energy just off, and that'll just distract you from your mission, and now your energy gonna be off for a little bit for a day or two.
Mm.
So
Feeling
it's like
vibes is one of our invisible senses that we don't know about.
it's
Hmm.
important, bro.
Like,
It's
Hmm.
really important, and I think that's why yeah, just even having somebody like Reef around, somebody where his vibes are gonna be constant. You know what I'm saying? Like I look at Reef as like a warrior. He's one of those people, much like myself. Life could be swinging at us, punching us, but we gonna stay still, bro. We gonna get through it. We you know what I'm saying? We might be going through mad shit, but you probably never know because
Yeah.
of how we handle it. So it's like
that's it.
you need people like that around you. So you need constant people in your life. Like
Yeah.
how there's people in life where you don't know which one you about to
Too
get today.
wishy-washy.
Yeah, he might be a good friend today. He might be a op tomorrow. You
Mm.
know what I'm saying? So you need
Yeah.
those people that's just constant, and even if they're going through something, they not going to let it show. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Because some people be wanting a pity party because they going through shit. Like nigga,
Exactly.
everybody going through shit. Nigga, like
Yeah.
I
y'all,
like
you know what I'm saying?
I like real people. Me personally, it's funny. I don't. It sounds weird, but I don't like people who's always happy because I feel
Mm.
like bro, there's no way, bro. There's no way you could be 100% happy all the time. So it's
Mm.
like I feel like you're faking it.
Yeah,
It's the same way, same thing with some people who's like wishy washy. It's like you're not really acting, but it's like you don't have nothing that you're really standing on for real. You're
Yeah.
just going with whatever. You're just willy nilly.
You're not consistent. Like you're
Mhm.
not constant. Like you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And those are the people I stay away from.
Because you can't really grow with people that's
Yeah,
not
bro.
constant
I
for real.
like I
Yeah.
like I said, my energy. I like my energy with people where I know who I'm gonna get. Like when I call you, I know I'm gonna get when I link up with you. Like I don't like linking up with people and then you gotta think like, yo, what's his motive today? Like you know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Like what
Like, what he
angle are
trying to
you
get out
playing
of
from today? Like you know what I'm
hanging out with
saying?
me?
Like I don't like those type of vibes. So like I said, I just subtract myself from a lot of environments so I could just power myself. I don't have to worry about that shit, like all that shit. Instead of worrying about people's energy, I just strengthen my own.
Yes. Yeah. I think that's really interesting, and I appreciate that thought. I think like it's so crazy because I've been having a lot of conversations lately about just friendship, right? And like how to navigate that. Because I feel like as you get older too, you kind of just being more intentional, right? About like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, who your friends are. And sometimes that could mean removing people in your life that's been there even for like a long
Word.
time. Like cuz I think the maybe like the amount of years that you've known somebody or been friends with them doesn't necessarily equal to the quality of the
Relationship.
relationship, if that
That's a
makes
fact.
sense, right? And so I think those are the types of conversations I've been having lately with like some of my friends, and I've even had to do some of that too because I mean, for the most part, at least I think I'm pretty direct, right? So, like, even with my friends, I be direct. And I'm like, lately, I feel like it's so, like, a couple of different situations have come up where I've had to be super direct with friends.
Yeah.
And I feel like I feel like my friends be hurt when I'm direct. And I'm like, am I being
Too blunt.
too direct?
Yeah.
Or am I like, because I know my intention is pure. I know the way that I deliver the message is usually
Mhm.
very like nice. It's
Direct,
not
like you
like,
said.
yeah, it's
Mm-hmm.
not like it's direct, but it's like as sweet as it can be
Yeah.
while telling you what it is, you know? But I
Truth
feel like
hurts.
I find that people still be hurt by that. And I'm like, I don't know what to do because this is like sometimes it's hard
You're
because
not
it's
trying to
like
sugarcoat nothing.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, because I'm like the way that I we can continue to have this quality friendship if I'm able to be honest with you
Yeah.
and you're receptive and vice versa, right? Like
Exactly.
I want, but I think it's hard sometimes to do that. And sometimes that can make or break a friendship. If somebody
Yeah.
can't handle that, they're not okay with that,
No, that's a fact.
it could
But
be hard.
it goes back to like sometimes like you have to be direct to see like the integrity of the friendship.
Yeah,
Because if I can't hold you accountable, we don't really have a friendship.
right.
So it's like even sometimes like me and Reef have to have uncomfortable conversations, but it's like I said, I know he's a constant.
Hmm.
So it's like if we have to have the uncomfortable conversation is to get to the other side. Like
Yes.
if I'm telling
Exactly.
you something or addressing something,
To
it's
actually
because
fix
I
it.
want us to both be better.
Yes.
Like it's not coming out of a place like, ha, nigga, you can't do this. It's a my nigga. Like
Yeah.
if we do this better, bro, it'll just better the whole movement.
Yeah.
It's
So
not
it's
for
like
competition. It's for collective teamwork.
exactly
For real. 'Cause
Hmm.
teamwork make the dream work at the
right.
end of the day.
So if you scared to like if you in a friendship and you feel like damn like I gotta protect this person's feelings, then that friend might not be for you, bro. Because if
Hmm.
you tell like it's just like Meek Mill said, tell a nigga no, they're gonna show you who they really is.
Mm.
So that and then also too, just telling somebody like just bettering somebody like if you have a friendship, you should want that person to better you.
Yeah.
Like you should want that person to see you when you're falling and yo, bro, like stop, like fix that up a little bit, bro. Like you get a little too sloppy with that.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Now it's on that person where if they feel triggered enough, what nigga, fuck you. Like, you know what I'm saying? But if it's on something like, ah shit, like they identifying like, oh wait, this is Yada telling me this is my man's and
Hmm.
he's seeing this, like, all right, let me check myself. Let me retract
Yeah.
my steps and see what he talking about and address it. So most of the time, if me and Reef have to have an uncomfortable conversation, it's usually just one time. And then we just
Hmm.
fix it because we understand each one of us know which side we coming from. So
Yeah.
it's not a like a we gonna have an uncomfortable conversation and now it's gonna be a rift between us. It's a more so let's just get this conversation out the way. Let's listen to what we gotta say and then let's just fix it.
I feel like for me and Yada, it's easy to do that because I would say, and I would feel like bro would agree that it's not really not really no egos colliding. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Yeah,
We have our respective egos, and I feel like that's why it's healthy
that's a
together.
fact though.
Like in the partnership. So it's not we're not clashing. I'm not trying to be better than him. He's not trying to be better than me
Word.
because we're two different people like working together on something. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's like don't hate on your man's like don't try to compete with people that's not even competing with you.
word.
Like you got a job, he got a job. sometimes your jobs coincides together and you gotta, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
talk it out to really
Yes.
work it out for real. So it's like
yeah,
just learn how to communicate without ego for real. It's like you could do a lot of things that you didn't think you could do.
that's a fact. And even like sometimes I think what strengthen our relationships, Reef might not even know. It's just sometimes just seeing Reef go above and beyond just to show support or just to like just keep me going, or even like him allowing me just to promote my products, or you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes like I have a juice brand, right? We have a podcast. I feel like some people would have been like, nah, I don't want your juice on our pod,
Mm.
because they would feel like I might be getting bigger. I might look bigger. Like, oh, this nigga got a juice. Oh, so now he might feel like he got a lesser role in the show, but it's
Mm.
never that. So I feel like little stuff like that, like just like he said, not allowing egos to collide. I feel like that makes our relationship a lot stronger, and also allows us to have the uncomfortable conversations a little more comfortably, because it's like I know there's no malice in his heart. Like he done showed it to me. He done expressed it, and that's just him being him. It wasn't even
Yeah.
on no like, yeah, I'm gonna do this so y'all don't feel this way. It's just that's just him. Like he
Yeah.
gonna do that. Like he always gonna promote. So it's a cool partnership, bro.
On dogs.
Or two, bro. So
I loved
yeah,
it.
you gotta have that direct conversation. Like if you and your friendship not having direct conversations, or you can't be real with that's not your friend, bro. You
Mm-hmm.
gotta get them out the circle. You gotta excuse them.
For
Cause nobody
sure.
want no crybabies around. I don't want no built up animosity because I'm telling you about yourself. Like what the fuck? I'm
Yeah.
trying to help you out.
Yeah.
So
Trying to
now you
help
mad
you
at
out,
me
yeah.
because I'm telling you about yourself, bro.
Yeah.
It
Forget
don't
it.
work like
Forget it,
that.
bro. You
Yeah,
good.
don't even come around, bro. It's good.
You like you, yeah, you
Mm-hmm.
good, bro.
Just stay where you at. Like keep
Mm-hmm.
being the little you that you are. We trying to big you up and make you a better person. But some people be stuck in their ways. And like I said, that's why you gotta subtract yourself from certain energy so you can empower your
Mm-hmm.
own.
And it's not even coming from arrogance
Not at
as is
all.
that we got the answers. It's just it's more so like I probably seen that same scenario, bro. It's like we can't always think that we're so different from each other.
Yeah.
It's like we living in these constant cycles.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree with that. Y'all are speaking for sure. I'm like, I'm over here thinking about, as you guys are talking, I'm thinking about like just like the instances that I was telling y'all that happened recently. I'm just like, that's so true. You got to be able to tell people the truth, whether they accept it or not. Really, I think has to do
Yeah, bro.
with them. But yeah, I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot.
Yeah.
And yeah, let's switch gears, right? Let's switch gears.
Also too, the
Go
truth
ahead.
shall set you free. So
Yes.
it's that simple. So if you
Yeah.
feel like if you're afraid to speak your truth, you're boxing yourself in.
Because you're running from your
Yeah,
reality
that's
for
not
real.
healthy for you. So if you feel like you gotta tell somebody something,
Yep.
but you feel like you can't, that person, you can't be around that person, bro. You gotta be able to speak your mind freely. Like that's what makes this relationship work. It's like
Yes.
I could come to Reef and tell him anything. He could come to me and tell me anything.
Free to be yourself, man. If you're not being yourself, you're always gonna attract things that doesn't align with your life.
That's how you
You're gonna always be in discomfort.
exactly.
So just
Hmm.
be yourself, stay true to yourself, and
That's it,
speak
bro.
your truths.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Speaking of that, before we switch gears, because that now y'all just made me think about something that I'm gonna just
Talk to me.
share a little bit, right?
Yeah.
So recently, so I had a friendship. I think the friendship basically is over now because of what happened. But so there, I had a friendship that so the person that I was friends with, they had all of these like I guess pent up things, right? That they
Hmm.
felt towards me, right? And I had no idea. Like I
Right.
don't know if y'all have ever experienced this before, right? So I'm on the receiving end of somebody who feels some type of way about me for a long time, for like months.
But y'all were friends?
We were friends. This is
Yeah.
somebody go to their house, sleep over their house,
Yeah.
go out together,
Hmm.
have deep conversations together, introduce them to like my friend group. I meet their friend group. We come together. The friendship was like maybe like 2 years old though. It was a
Hmm.
fairly new friendship.
That's a long time though.
But what I'm saying, that's what I'm saying, right? And so like this person, I would think like if they had an issue with anything because of just how their personality is,
Hmm.
I would assume that they would tell me. You
Yeah.
get what I'm saying? So like maybe how long was it? It might have been like 3 months. I noticed that the communication was a little funny. But the way that I am is if I feel like the energy, something is weird, I give a person the chance and opportunity to come
Right.
to me and talk to me. Like I don't feel
Yeah.
like I should have to chase you down to tell me what the
What's
problem
wrong
is
with you?
with me,
Yeah.
right?
Hmm.
So I was like, our communication has been a little different, but I didn't take it personal at first. I was like, people be going through different things, so maybe it's nothing.
Exactly.
Fast forward now, get to about 3 months, and I'm like, why have like I've been reaching out to this person and the communication's been weird, right?
Hmm.
So then finally I just was like, is everything good with us? Right? Like I feel like,
Yeah.
and then they kind of were just like, oh, well, what makes you ask this? And I'm like, because like I've been reaching out to you and
Yeah.
XYZ. So then they came clean. When I tell you, they told me all of the
That's
things that
crazy.
they have felt about me. And I was like, when I tell you, I had no idea. My
Yeah.
mind was blown. I was like, what? Like,
Yeah.
I was shocked because I'm like, so you've been feeling this way for this long, right? And said nothing. To
Yeah.
me, I'm scared. I'm scared of you. I cannot, me personally, I feel like if you feel like you can't tell
That's
me,
dangerous.
I am nervous because
Mm-hmm.
now, like, that could turn into resentment. You could want to
Exactly.
like harm me because you
Yeah,
have not been honest about how
Yeah,
you
it's like
feel.
a two-face.
yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking.
And
That's
that
where I was like,
word.
You thinking everything
I'm thinking
hunky
everything is
dory,
Yeah,
like
bro. And
cool.
that's
So I'm just like,
it's
you know
crazy.
what? Once I learned this information, I was like, okay, cool. So now it was a matter of like, of course, I was apologetic for all of the things that they felt, and I feel like I'm one of the easiest people too. Like if I did something to you and
Mm-hmm.
or you feel like I wronged you in some type of way, to me it might be nothing. It might be like, but if it affects you in a certain kind of way, will be the quickest to apologize because that's
Yeah,
never my intention. You get what I'm saying?
hmm
So
definitely.
I apologize for all of the things, right? We talked about it, right? I was like, we could get on the phone because this was all through text, but then I was like, we could do a phone call. We could really talk about it. I apologize, right? Then when we got on the phone conversation was weird. So I'm like, you know what? I had to think about if I wanted to even move forward with the friendship after that. I'm like, I
Right.
know you had grievances towards me, but you took all this time to tell
Yeah,
me,
that's
and you
weird.
weren't going to tell me if I did not ask you. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's
that
one.
part.
And then for two, I think it was just a thing where I'm like, I don't know. I just feel like I feel like I'm a good person. Like I feel
Mhm.
like I don't deserve that type of treatment. So I'm like, why would I want to give somebody opportunity to potentially do something like that again?
Again, right.
You get what I'm saying? And I think second chances is cool depending on like what the situation is. But some
Yeah,
things to
definitely.
me,
Mm-hmm. Gotta dead that shit in the water.
yeah. So that was a thing. That was the first. I've never experienced anything like that before. So to me, and that was like recent.
Yeah.
So to me, like I was like shocked by that. But I didn't even. I
Trip.
felt sad maybe for like a week, and after
Mm-hmm.
that, I was like, I mean,
It is
I
what
don't
it
feel
is.
like it's really,
It's almost like thank you.
yeah,
Yeah.
you know.
Nah, it's crazy. Like, let's say that story kind of just like Reef was watching. I had got a haircut from Reef on Friday, and he was watching the Ghost season finale.
Yeah.
Not Ghost, it was Force, the with Tommy. And in the show, the FBI had like a CI in Tommy's organization,
Mm.
and the nigga know he a rat, like he know he a spy. And he gonna ask Tommy if there's something that he wanted to tell him, and Tommy was like, "Wait, is there something you want?" Because Tommy already knew. So
Yeah.
it's
Right.
kind of like what you just said.
Mm-hmm.
It's like people playing victim. Like, nigga, you the one that's been acting weird. Like, is this something you want to tell me? Like, so like that's
Right.
kind of
Like you
like,
just
Ex-
want to see if I know.
yeah, like
right.
it
I was
should
just
be
like,
weird.
I didn't know. I was like,
I feel like people like that is like what he's doing is he's just playing him close enough for his benefit. So
right.
that's what people are really doing. It's like
Mm-hmm.
when you got a secret animosity towards me and you're not telling me, bro. It's like and you're not telling me, but still hanging out with me, still acting like
Exactly,
everything's
bro.
good. It's like, what's your end goal?
That's scary for real,
What
like
are
you
you really
said.
trying
That's what
to?
I
What are
said.
you really
I'm
trying to
nervous.
accomplish? So it's
Exactly.
like
Yeah.
I'm saying I'm a scapegoat for something.
Yes.
Right.
And I don't want to be that. So it's almost like those type of people you gotta definitely cut the grass on them.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's why, like I
Not gonna
said, bro,
lie.
gotta protect your energy and watch
For
where it
sure.
goes. Cause like secret animosity, perfect example, like those group of fives. Like, those friends, it's like five of them.
Mm-hmm.
There'd be pent up animosity in those groups. You know what I'm saying? Out of those five, one person don't like one of them.
Mm.
And he might have told it to one of the other four. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So it's just too much going on where you can't really trust people, like, cause people be having hidden motives, hidden objectives. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I like to be around constant people. Like, I
Yeah.
know this is a constant. Like,
Yes.
Reef is a constant. I don't gotta worry about if he hang with people that he might be talking about one day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, weird
Yeah.
shit like that. Like, I hate people like that. Like, they'll sit here and talk about this one person. I hate this nigga.
I
I
hate
hate the
people
way he
like
dressed. I hate yo, what's going on, nigga? Like,
I'm crying.
nigga, come on, bro. So if
and
it's
people
like,
I hate them for real.
that's what I'm saying. Like, if you doing shit like that, bro, you gotta stay away from me, bro.
Yeah.
But it's all right though. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? Like I said, bro, that's one thing I realized too. Like, if you speaking your truth, or you are living your life free,
Mm-hmm.
and people don't gel with it, they don't vibe with it. Like Reef said, you should say thank you. Like, you wasn't meant to
Mm.
be on this ride. Another person gonna come, or somebody
Mm-hmm.
else gonna come in, and we gonna go higher.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a better relationship, a better friendship, better
absolutely.
conversations.
Absolutely.
So
It's
it's
never a
nothing
loss.
phase me
Never a loss.
exactly.
Always a lesson. That's how I look at it. I don't really look at things as losses
Not at all.
at this big age. I feel like everything's a lesson.
Big age.
Everything is a lesson. You're going through what you're going through to learn something about life, about yourself, whatever that be,
That's
right?
a fact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This big age. Niggas is dead ass old.
That's how I feel. I'm like, I can't be old. I feel like just what I went through yesterday really had me feeling old.
I'm crying.
I was like, you know what? But anyway, all right, let's switch gears, right? I want to get into the icebreaker. I feel like the ice is broken though,
Yeah.
but it's fun. Let's do
It
the
is.
Let's
icebreaker.
do
It's
it.
like fun little game.
Right. And these cards are by the end, right? Shout out to the end for these dope cards. This one is actually the dating edition, right? But I mean the cards are pretty
Go for it.
they're pretty like similar to like all of the cards, I think the questions are pretty similar. Like we have there's the family edition, which I did last episode.
Mhm.
The episode with Wolf, I think we used the family edition. And then they have the there's so many, but this one is the dating edition. So we're gonna get into it. We're gonna start with
Yeah, I
basically
got
what
some dating tips for y'all for sure.
What
yes.
you-
Yeah, we're gonna get into it because we got
Like,
I got
You got dates.
y'all stuff too. Um
yeah, I need some guidance out here in this.
listen, okay? So how we gonna do it is we each gonna pick a card and then we'll just read it out loud and then we'll answer the question.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's do it.
So yeah, y'all pick
Come on
first.
the fly with it, like come on.
Y'all pick first. And then
Like
Whatever come up, God wanted y'all to hear would have to be said.
this. How do you think others describe you?
interesting.
It's funny, man.
And you do have the option to switch the card if you don't like the
I
question.
actually like this question.
Okay, cool.
So who
It's funny.
answered, me or him? Him, right? The person.
I
Yeah,
answered?
whoever picks the card,
All right, bet.
good answer.
It's funny. I feel like I have different layers to me, so it depends. It depends at what time do they know me. I feel like when you first
Yeah.
meet me, you may be like, is he friendly? Is he not friendly? Does he like people? Like what's up with him?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like once you start to talk to me and start to like actually get to know me, I feel like people describe me as like just myself,
Mm-hmm.
like unique,
Unique.
unique for real.
That's a good way to put it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say
I
you're
would say
unique,
genuine
individual.
and loving, but unique.
Yeah.
I would say
I
that.
like that.
And a great barber.
And a great barber. Shout out to Reef Major LLC. Go get y'all cuts, man. Go
Mm-hmm.
book those.
That's what you major.
Shout out to Reef Major.
All right, so I'll take that one when you, and then
My turn.
your turn.
Victor Fellas, cuz.
This side?
Yeah.
Now I'm crying.
Name the top 5 qualities you believe you provide in a relationship.
Okay.
Oh,
Get the relationship
Lord.
card.
Good one.
All right, I would say 1, guidance. Like, you feel me? I got a lot of guidance for the women out there. You know what I'm saying? 2, I'm a great listener. Like, I like to listen because
Mm-hmm.
it goes back to the guidance. Like, in order for me to guide you, I gotta listen. 3, I'm spontaneous, so I like to just do random shit. Like, yo, let's go to the city right now. Like, you feel me? Let's go ride some city bikes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just some funny shit like that. Let's go ice skating or some shit like that. 4, I have a car. I drive.
Patient.
You feel me? Like, that's a good quality. And the last one, I'm good with parents. Like, I love meeting parents. Like, you feel me? Like, that's like one of my
Okay.
specialties. Like, show me my Duke, show me Pop. They're gonna fall in love with me.
You a people person.
I'm a people person. The intellect is there. Like, my Duke's not gonna know what to do with me. She gonna love me, and you might get jealous how much your mom might like me for real.
Show you out of the people.
Trying to show you. That's 5 right there.
I'm crying. I love it. I love it. Thank you guys.
He knew he was gonna get that question.
That was a great question. I'm trying to show him, bro. Like,
All right, so you know what? I'm gonna pick one. Let's see. I knew it was gonna be something deep. I knew it. I always get the deep cards. When was the last time you cried and why? All right, and you know what? Since since I'm in the big seat, yeah, answer first. I'm gonna answer.
crying.
I'm going to answer, but I
Yeah.
want to hear y'all responses first.
When's the last time we cried?
Yeah, and
It
why?
has to be about a relationship or just in general.
In general.
So the last time I cried was last month. My great grandmother passed away. And I was pretty good. Like, the service. I think I cried like at the service before the burial. I think it was like the last time before they like close the casket and stuff like that. So I was doing good, and then like you feel me, the music started playing, and I realized like, damn, this might be the last time I'm really gonna see her. So I
Mm,
had let it out. It felt good though. I'm not gonna lie. I knew my great granny was going to a better place.
mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was the last time I cried.
Mm, thank you for sharing.
Thank you, bro. Granny looking over us though. It's all right, man.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Granny.
It's all smiles on this side.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Mr. Major.
Go ahead, Reef.
Last time I cried. I don't know. Like I cry when I get overwhelmed.
Mm,
I can't really remember the last time I cried. If it could have just been the spur of the moment, like I was doing something, just got overwhelmed with life,
yeah.
just cried real fast. But broke down crying, a good cry. Probably breaking up with my girl, like when my aunt passed
Mm,
last time. Probably like a year.
a year ago.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
Got you. Yeah, no. Thank you
I
for
got
sharing.
tears left.
So you don't have tears left? Where are they?
Huh?
Where they at?
In the grind.
In the grind.
Tears is in the grind.
Got you.
Every day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Every day we cry.
Every day we cry, word, shit.
Okay. I'm trying to think when was the last time I cried. Hmm. I feel like it was more recent. I feel like it was more recent than the time that I'm thinking about. Well, for some reason, I'm not remembering fully. Everything is a blur, kind of. Because I was also thinking about, um, you know, um,
Great granny.
yeah,
Yeah.
my great grand aunt. But I cried after that. I just, for some reason, I'm not remembering.
Was it with the with the thing you were just talking about? That situation? Did you cry or not?
Mm-mm. No, I didn't cry for that.
Yeah, big girls don't cry over stuff like that, right?
Nah, I'm like, you know what? No.
Fuck it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, frustration for sure. Though I think I definitely agree with Reef on that. When I'm frustrated or stressed, ooh, I'll be crying. But it just be tears be coming out because I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
why is this happening? But I feel like,
I felt that.
yeah, I'm like, I can't think about it. So I guess I'll just use my great grand aunt's funeral. That's the last time I could fully remember, which
Mhm.
was last month. So
Shit.
yeah.
But as a therapist, why can't we remember when last time we cried? Is that because the trauma is suppressing it for real? Like, because I'm pretty sure that's not the last time I cried. And I'm pretty sure that's not the last time you cried. Like, you
Yeah.
probably cried last week.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
feel
I'm
like
just
I
like,
cried 10 days ago. It's
yeah.
like,
The only reason why, honestly, I feel like I'm not remembering today is because of what I endured yesterday. Would be I just feel like
I'm
I'm still
crying.
catching up
life
to
be life me too much.
Nah, the liquor
listen.
got you. Liquor up one right now.
Liquor stole my memory, everything. I was like, what is this? I was like, why can't I remember? And this is I'm sorry, y'all. This is like an somewhat of a usually I'm more sharp.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, this can't happen. This is not good. But I definitely think
That's funny.
it had to have been, you know,
Mm-hmm. It's all right though.
more
We
recent.
not. I don't think we not supposed to really be crying too much.
You don't
Like
think so? Why not?
I
nah,
like a good
well,
cry.
all right. I'll
Okay.
speak because for me it's different for men and women. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? But I feel like I'm not gonna say men is not supposed to cry. Like that's not what I'm saying. Like it's okay to cry, bro. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like for the most part, it's what are you really crying for? Like I feel like, especially like I said, if you do what you're supposed to do, bro. Like you know what I'm saying, you not having yourself in certain situations. Like you're not really supposed to be crying. Like I feel like like I said, the last time I cried was for a natural cause. Like my
Mm.
great grandmother, 95 years old, she passed away. That's a natural. You feel me? You could cry about that, but it's like on a daily. You're not really supposed to be operating in too much frequencies where you supposed to be crying.
Nah,
Mm.
word. I
That's how I really feel.
I don't feel like bro could really tell niggas not to cry.
Now that's all, I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying like
You see, I feel like you telling niggas to have like a better reason to cry.
what I'm saying is if you operating on a certain frequency, you shouldn't be in too many situations where you're supposed to feel like you're supposed to cry right now.
Sometimes life just suck.
Yeah, that's what like, yeah, that's gonna happen. Life is gonna happen. But I'm just saying, like, if you crying every day because of life, you doing something wrong.
No, yeah, facts.
You
Wolf,
gotta be, bro.
Wolf, what you think? I want Wolf to chime in on this for a second. What you think, Wolf? Yeah, is your mic
Right.
live? Because we're talking to the men, and also this is just a little
I feel
side
like as a
bar.
oh
Go
my
ahead,
fault.
go
Go
ahead,
ahead.
Reef. I was gonna say it's also Men's Mental Health Month this month.
Oh, is it?
November?
Yeah. So I think
Mhm.
that's important to just plug
So I stay your mental, man.
Free to be
as
yourself.
we're talking about like crying and the
Yeah.
way you guys experience
Mm-hmm.
crying or what that means to y'all. I think this is an important conversation.
It definitely
No,
is.
for sure.
Mhm.
But I was gonna say that I feel like as a man, you supposed to live more in your masculine energy. You should carry feminine energy with you in life to just be more complete, more even. But it's like if you're a man, you're literally sitting in your feelings, and your emotions all day. Is no masculinity there for us. Like, there's no energy for you to really get up and go get what you go do what you gotta do. Not saying that feminine energy doesn't allow that. That's not what that is.
Mhm.
But it's just more so that when you think about what a man's supposed to do, he's supposed to get up off his ass and go do what he's got to do and go
Okay.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go handle stuff outside, not sit down and cry, talk about it talk about it amongst people, like not saying that's what no, you're not supposed to talk about it, but sitting
I'm
there and
saying.
crying about it,
Mhm.
you're taking more energy from actually solving your problems. That's what it more so is.
That's what I'm saying. Just raise your vibrations.
You gotta
Raise your
solve your
frequency.
problems. You not sit there and cry about it so much. Like sometimes you gotta sit there and like, ah, damn. When you get your little cry out, it feel good to let that energy out.
Yeah, it
let them
do.
bad spirits out.
But you're
For
not
me,
supposed
then
to be
you
doing that every
cry,
day.
get up off your ass,
Exactly.
and go get something done. Like
Yeah. So you don't gotta cry again.
you don't gotta cry again. Like,
That's what
whatever
I'm
you was
saying.
crying about, go get up off your ass and go fix that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So tomorrow you don't gotta cry about that. Tomorrow you can smile about it. Like bet.
Yeah,
Say
because
that.
if you crying about the same thing 3 days in a row, you're not actively doing anything to get over it. You're just
Mhm.
allowing it to pounce on you and beat you up. That's why I'm basically saying, like, I'm not saying you can't cry, but I'm just saying, like, if you find yourself crying over the same thing 3 days in a row,
Your fault.
you're not
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're not actively doing nothing to stop crying. Like, it's like you waiting for somebody to, oh no, no, don't cry, bro. Let me wait.
Nah, yeah, for real. Not that
Shit
ass.
not coming,
I
nigga.
bet. Okay, say that. That's
Go
valid.
fix that shit
How you feel,
yourself.
Flo?
Like,
I guess it. I know. I agree. I agree with both of y'all for sure. I think context is really important.
Context.
The
mhm.
reason why you crying, right?
Yeah.
You know, everybody has a different threshold for pain. So, you know, if you crying because, you know, you just figured out your best friend passed or something like
Yeah.
that, or like your house burned down and now it put pressure on you and your mom because you're living in a single parent household and now y'all don't know where y'all gonna go. You know, it just depends. Like different context warrants different
Right.
emotional needs. I definitely think that as a man, it's really important for you to be on your shit or at least try to at all times. And it's kind of hard to be on your shit when you crying.
Yeah.
It's just difficult, you
Yeah.
know, because
Or
masculine energy can be very close to being focused. Like maybe the more masculine you are, the more consistent, the more diligent, the more dedicated. It's other words that come with it, you know. So like being not crying, I agree, is you shouldn't be crying about everything. Not
exactly.
everything. But at the same time, when you cry, crying releases so much pent up shit that's inside your
It
body.
does, bro.
Like a lot of time as men, we be in emotional debt.
Yeah.
Like we owe, and we ain't paying on that shit. And
Mm-hmm.
so now we just being every day, just living with it. It's kind of like sometimes you be tense and your shoulders be up and then you drop them. You be like, damn, how long was I walking around like that? You know what I mean? Like you tense because you owe.
Word.
You emotionally is in debt and you owe. And sometimes you need to cry. So maybe don't be crying all day, but every
That
now and
ass.
then, if you feel, let that shit rock.
Let it rock. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, I feel that.
Man, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying don't cry. I don't want nobody to say that, but you should not be crying all day. You should not be crying 5 times a week, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cry that shit out. Cry for an hour if you got to. Let that
Right.
shit out.
Right.
And then go fix it, bro.
I feel
Don't
that.
come back. You cry for an hour and now you crying a day later. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, you're not actively doing nothing to fix the situation. You're just letting the shit pounce on you, bro. And then that's when you trying to
Right.
beg somebody to come help you. But it's like the only person that can help you is you, bro. Gotta fix yourself. Gotta look in that mirror and do what you gotta do.
Mm-hmm.
Like you crying, come on, bills is late. From that little 10-minute cry sesh,
Gotta cook
should
up a
you
plan.
know what I'm saying, should propel you to go do it. You know what I'm saying? Go do that work for us. Like,
Man.
bet, like, get that energy out, keep it pushing. Don't sit there and dwell on it. Makes
Okay.
no sense.
No, thank y'all for your responses.
That on that.
All right, so we'll
We
do
got one more round.
one more round.
That's
Ah,
dope.
One more round.
This some guy. I like that 5 qualities.
that was a good question for you. For you specifically.
Ooh,
For Kenyatta.
yeah. Mm-hmm. Look at Reef going under. File. What you got?
What do you think I value most in a relationship and why? Mm.
So what?
What do you think I value most in a relationship and why?
So you asking that to us?
Yeah, I'm like that may be a better question for
For me to get
King.
ask you guys, and then I guess I could. I bet you guys could ask me. I mean, you guys could answer, and then I could.
What do I think you value most in a
Yeah,
relationship?
where then I feel
Yeah.
like I could tell you guys based on what you
Mm,
guys said.
yeah. I feel like Kenyatta would know better than me, but we gonna do it. This will be fun. This will be fun.
So Reef, what I feel like he values most in a
I feel
relationship.
like emotion go first then. So it's her answer.
We
We
Yeah,
can be more or less. We can
got
be
you.
less biased.
Let's bias.
yeah. I still need time to think.
Dang. Okay. Um, what you value most in a relationship? I would say maybe like support, whether that be at first I was gonna say quality time, but then I'm like, it could be quality time, but then just support maybe even just with like your ideas or things that you want to do or um I mean you seem like a person who is pretty like level and like grounded. So like you may be receptive to like, you know, new information, somebody helping you, um, whether it be come up with a plan for something or whatever.
Great
So
answer. Good.
That
yeah.
was good.
Yeah.
Can really tell you a therapist. That's a great
Yeah,
I'm
answer.
paying attention. I'm paying attention.
That's fire.
Hmm.
I'd say for me, I think Reef values understanding the most because Reef is he's a business mind. So you know what I'm saying, and he's an active entrepreneur. So his timing is a little different. So I feel like he would want his partner to understand like his time, his movements, like how cluttered his mind might be sometimes because of the movements, the active entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
So I think just understanding like, yo, just because I might not, be active with you, so to say, for 3, 4 hours, that don't mean I'm neglecting you or anything like that.
Hmm.
I need you to understand my lifestyle, understand my entrepreneur duties, and just know when I got the time, I'll get right back to you.
Mm.
yeah. I feel like you guys both had great answers for real. Word, those are very much great answers. I would say support. What do I value most in relationship? I would say that I value like a combination of both of what both of you guys said. Like
Combination.
just a combination. Like
Hmm.
just somebody who dead just listens to me.
Hmm.
I feel like it's as simple as that. Like if you're listening to what I'm saying, like if you see me without me having to jump in front of you, if you can hear me without me having to scream,
Hmm.
you can hear me without me having to talk. I feel like
That's fire.
that's what I value in a relationship. I feel like yes, so like yeah, world just see me like where like if I'm having a bad day, I would want you
Pick up on the
to
phone.
the words to just know that I'm having a bad day for real. Not like not read my mind, but it's like I'm an open book to a certain extent. Like if I'm having a bad day, you're gonna see it on my face.
Hmm.
I'm having a good day, you're gonna see it on my face. It was like if I said I like if I like something or something is hard for me, like you know what I'm saying? Like I don't need nobody to enable me to do nothing, but it's like help me out a little bit. Like
Yeah.
show me
Mhm.
that you was that I was listening to what I said 2 days ago
Hmm.
Word.
and shit like that.
Love that.
It's fire, Reef.
Hmm. Yeah.
Combination.
Combination.
All right. So I guess we pick another card, or you want to answer this one?
Nah, that's his question.
All right. So let's
Yeah.
do another card.
Let's do one more.
Hmm.
Game time for y'all to. Oh shit.
Hmm.
Like, let's see. Look, I love this shit. Look. How do you know when it's time to let go of a relationship and move on? I ain't gonna lie. I'm the king of this shit, son. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. So I'm trying to tell y'all, like, y'all need to hear this. So, me, there's a Drake ball, bro, that I'll never forget. My son Drake said, I'll hop out of a relationship before I get left in it. That was it. After I heard that, it's like, I bet we looking for signs. So it's fake just looking for red flags. And also too just being like truthful with yourself. I feel like oftentimes men and women often overlook red flags. So I often tell people like don't become a victim to love. Basically what I'm saying kind of goes back to like what you were saying, like sometimes the length of a relationship doesn't truly define the quality of it.
Hmm.
So you might be with somebody for 2 or 3 years, and because you've been for somebody for 2 to 3 years, you become a victim a slave to that ship, that relationship. You come so because you knew this person for 2 3 years, you feel like there's nothing out there for you. So
Mhm.
you will just continue to stay, even though it don't feel right.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's people outgrow people every day, whether
Mhm.
you're in a relationship, a friendship, a mother and daughter relationship, a brother and sister. People outgrow each other. So I say like when you just overwhelmed with the relationship, like it's not moving no more. Like you feel like it's stagnant, like it can't go nowhere.
Yeah.
You gotta remove. Like I'm a heavy on anything that brings stress into my life.
Mhm.
It gotta go. It don't
Mhm.
matter what it is. So yeah, when it's time to let go of a relationship is when you feel like it is. Like you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like listen to yourself. Don't fall victim to the love and know that you're ready to leave. But damn, I can't throw away this 2 3 years. Like you don't want you people. I hate when people be like, "Oh, I'm scared to start over," and they be like, "Bro, like you can't be scared to start over because now you're just wasting time." So like, let's say you're in a relationship for 2 or 3 years, and in that 2 or 3 year mark, you think it's time to go,
Yeah.
but you stay a slave,
Mhm.
and now y'all push that 2 3 years to 5 years. Then y'all end up breaking up in the fifth year. You
Mhm.
wasted 2 3 years of your life.
Mm.
Like you could have left 3 years ago, built yourself up and found a whole new relationship, but now y'all just drew out the saga. Like it just drawn out.
Mhm.
And it just more toxic shit happen, more waste just happen. So
Yeah.
it's like, bro, when you feel like you outgrowing somebody or you feel like the connections out there, or you feel like somebody's bringing you stress, you gotta go, man. Like, just let it go. It's all right. There's a lot of people out here in this world, and sometimes you just need yourself. You don't really even need the partner. Sometimes people be holding you back, and that's another thing too. Like me personally, if I feel like I can't grow with this person because I have big dreams, I have big aspirations. I told you I'm a serial entrepreneur. So if somebody is not on my wavelength or they can't understand where I'm trying to go, they don't see my vision, they're not aligning with it.
Mhm.
You're done.
I was gonna say, bro, like sometimes you worry, you like you really do just need yourself because, like
Yeah,
you said people be saying, I don't want to start over. You're not starting over, bro. Like you're just continuing your life.
that's it,
Mhm.
Like
bro.
your movie is still going on when you cut that character out the scene.
Exactly.
So it's like
They be playing victim to the love. They be slave to the love, bro.
you can't be a slave to the
Don't be a
love.
slave
When
to
you
the
say
love.
things like I gotta start over, that's insisting that you know what I'm saying? Like that person was like I don't know, like a closed book. Like, nah, it's just a different chapter, bro.
Yeah, bro.
You're writing a different chapter in the same story now.
You
So
just
it's
hurting
like you're not
yourself.
starting over nothing. You're just continuing your life. That would
Exactly.
for me. So you meet people in certain time periods. Like God sends you people when you need them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying
Mhm.
they leave your life when their purpose is served. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
that's what it is, and life continues. Like you ever left somewhere, came back, and it was like, yo, shit kept happening. Life continues all the time, bro.
All the
Yeah.
time.
Just cause like it's not together, don't mean it should not continuing.
Yeah, bro.
Their movie continuing
Definitely.
somewhere else, while you still living yours.
Alright. I don't be scared to be leaving people. Cause at the end of the day, too, when you're just certain with yourself or you know what you provide, it's like, bro, I can't you gotta know your worth, man. You gotta know your worth. You gotta know your worth.
Mhm.
Gotta know your worth.
Mhm. Love that. Nice speaking. For sure.
Thank
I
you.
don't even have nothing else to add. I'm like, yeah.
I'm glad I got that question. I told y'all
Yeah.
whatever y'all had to hear was
I have a
God.
good
Like
question for you.
Mhm.
God knew what y'all needed to hear. I'm trying to tell you, I got the keys to this relationship shit, bro. I'm trying to show y'all. Like,
Yeah.
they don't wanna listen no more. Sorry.
Okay. Okay. So my question, I'm like, these questions that I get, I'm like,
Nah,
why?
you know it's some crazy shit
When
once
was the last
when you
time
go to
you
the
held
forehead.
someone?
You held someone?
I just held y'all. I embraced y'all when we came in here. Like these questions, I'm not happy with them. I'm gonna pick one more,
Yeah.
a
I feel like
better
it
one.
means like help somebody passionately, like
I'm like, held somebody passionately. Um,
Yeah, I'm crying.
Next one.
Let's do the next one. Yeah.
Go off the dome.
Or just go out if the next one not hitting, just go out the dome.
Okay. Thank you, Wolf.
it's to yeah, or just
Thank
talk to
you.
him.
Okay. No, this is not it either. This one says, "What do you think is holding you back, and how can I support you more?" We're just gonna freestyle. Um, yeah. So you know what? This was great. Thank you guys for the ice for
Nah, that shit was fun.
doing the icebreaker with me. This was fun. I think
Maybe we can incorporate
That
that
is a good game.
on what they
yeah.
don't want to hear, like some icebreaker shit.
Yes, I think
Word.
icebreakers they're a great way. I think to kind of like just get conversation rolling. You
Yeah,
know.
that was lit.
Yeah.
That was
So
lit.
thank you guys. And so yeah, I definitely wanted to just kind of open up the conversation, right? Get into like what I really wanted to talk about today. Like I mentioned, November is Men's Mental Health Month, and so I wanted to just talk with you guys about how you guys navigate mental health, right? Like, what are the conversations that you guys are having, whether it be, of course, with each other or the people in your life, um, about mental health, right? Like, how are you supporting the people in your life in that way? How are you supporting yourself? What does mental health and wellness mean to you guys on a deeper level?
Gotcha.
Hmm.
Feel like you want to go, Reef?
And you can go, bro. I go after you.
I bet. I feel like for me, like lately, what I've been doing, I just been tracking my wins
Hmm.
because everybody not going. I wouldn't even say everybody not going to root for you, but you gotta be your biggest supporter.
Yeah.
So you gotta tell yourself and let yourself know that you're proud of yourself. Like you gotta see the work. Like you gotta see the results from the work and be proud of it. You know what I'm saying? So like that's something that's been boosting me a lot. Is like I said, like we just did 20 episodes on our podcast, right? And our engineer told us probably like episode 7, like, yo, 90% of podcasts don't make it to 10 episodes and
Hmm.
only 10% make it to 20 episodes.
Hmm.
So when we finished like the 20th episode, bro, like I was just so ecstatic
Yeah.
because it just felt groundbreaking, bro. And it's like we started the podcast at the top of the year, and just to see the growth, you know what I'm saying, from then to now, it's an amazing feeling, bro. And like that's something you have to hold high and dear. Like you can't just let somebody belittle that, or not even if they don't acknowledge it, you have to acknowledge it as much as you want because
Hmm.
that's your success.
Yeah.
So it's like little stuff like that. I feel like sometimes people don't be paying attention to their story enough. That's why their mental be off. Some people be too worried about the next man's story or the next woman's story,
Mm.
and they lose track of their own story. Like everybody is great in their own way. Like even like let's say somebody that has a regular job, a 9 to 5, and they've been knocking projects out the park. Like you know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? Like their managers are loving the projects that they've been putting together, or
Yeah.
they're just doing so great. But they're so caught up in I'm doing this 9 to 5. Like I only get an X, Y, and Z. Like you know what I'm saying? They worried about all the wrongs. They're not necessarily bigging themselves up or
Yeah.
you know tweaking yourself or making yourself happy. Because at the end of the day, like I said, the only person that's really gonna fulfill you is the person in the mirror. So you gotta track your goals, and that's often what keeps my mental up. Like knowing that I'm actually doing stuff productively, like
Yeah.
rhythm and juice, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like the last 3 months clientele has been booming. Like
Hmm.
I have regular clientele now.
Yeah.
People buy on a weekly. I have people buying 20 mighty shots at a time. People,
Love
you know
it.
what I'm saying? People
Hmm.
are buying a regular person is buying 40 bottles of juice for an event. So it's like just tracking your progress and just realizing like, yo, when I started, I didn't have all this. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? But this is just a product of just constantly just keep going and keep going. So it's like just put the work in and like I said, just remind yourself of the good that you're doing and be happy for yourself because everybody's not gonna, they can't relate to 20 episodes. They're not gonna feel as ecstatic as I would. So it's just like hold that high and dear, bro. Like hold that and like I said, that to me, that's just a symbol of hard work.
Hmm.
That's what it looks like. So it's like, how am I not gonna be happy? How is my mental not gonna be good? Like I'm clearly doing something good. We're in the 10%. You know what I'm saying? So it's like little stuff like that. That's how I've been keeping my mental just high. It's like I said, just celebrating my little wins and making sure I understand how meaningful it is to me and not just doing something huge and then little bro in it, belittling it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So
Right.
Word.
that's how I've been able to stay so positive. That's what I've been on right now.
Yeah. No,
That's a fact.
absolutely.
I feel that.
Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you.
Mm. Mental health is definitely important.
Hmm.
I I hold it to a high standard for sure. I feel like it's definitely important because I feel like everything comes from your mental. You can't do nothing without it for real. Like even your body leads. Even your body follows your mental. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
Like a lot of people see their friends. They be like, "How you doing?" This and the third. I ask my bros like, "How's your mental?"
Hmm.
Or like I'm saying like, and that's a real question. Like when I'm asking that, I'm asking how's your mental because I know that there's been times like y'all just said everything looked hunky dory, everything looked peachy fine. But I know inside I was fighting demons and the demons is kicking my ass.
Word.
Hmm.
So it's like checking like for me, just be kind to people. Like be kind with yourself.
Word.
It's like don't be too
Heavy
hard on
on that one.
yourself. But like bro said, like count the wins. Like a lot of times people be counting the losses and forgot about the whole other column on the other side of it.
Yeah.
It's like damn, bro. Like I bet yeah, you fucked up right there. You fucked up right there. But don't you remember you did that?
Mm.
Yeah.
Don't you remember you accomplished this? Like so, I'm saying so. A word like I just learned to not be so hard on myself and learned that a lot of the problems that I do have is just created problems, like imaginary problems for real. It's like if I was to hop on a flight and go to Puerto Rico for 4 days, those problems don't exist until I come back because like it's really just in my head.
Mm.
You feel me? Only problems that's really goes with you wherever you go is your mental problems. Is the problem that you create for yourself. So it's like once you could physically put yourself somewhere, you tricking your mind to really think that your mind is also in there in that same place when
Word.
it was never there to
Interesting.
begin with.
Exactly.
So it's like
It's elemental.
it's all a mental. You know what I'm saying? Like word just for an example, right? It's like I know everything you make for yourself is a problem. You make it for yourself for real. It's like I'm gonna get out of my car earlier to go to brunch. I'm having a good day. I drop my phone. It cracked. I'm like damn, my phone cracked. Fuck. All right, man. You know what I'm saying? Like it's nothing. If I chose to
Word.
sit there and dwell about it, damn, bro, my phone cracked. It's down the third. Like, nah, I'm not even about to go sit down and go to brunch.
Yeah.
I'd have had a whole fucked up day. Like my
True.
phone being cracked is minuscule to what I have to do. Like we sitting here at the podcast with Mo right now, chopping it up. Mental matters,
Yeah.
like it's bigger than the little problems that I had earlier. Like
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, it's crazy you say that too. I forgot who said this, but somebody that was like, yo, somebody let 5 minutes ruin their whole life.
it was Reef Major.
Reef Major. See?
Yeah.
That's how true it is. Niggas let
Yeah.
5 minutes ruin their whole life, and I felt that.
Mm-hmm.
Cause like he said,
And I
like,
seen him do it.
yeah,
I seen him do
his
it.
whole day could have been ruined because his phone cracked. Like it's crazy. Like it's so crazy too. Like probably like 2-3 weeks ago, I was actually leaving Reef Major's shop. You feel me? Just got the nice chop,
I was trying
and
to
I
tell
was
you.
I was on my way to the studio, and I'm driving. I'm probably like 10 minutes away from the studio. My car started like perking and jerking. I look
Just
down.
start hitting the Cadillac button.
Yeah, bro. I look down like the needle between H and C is at H.
Oh
My shit
damn.
like overheating right now. So I call
They
my
both was
dad.
whooping.
He like, yo, like you from like how far are you from the crib? I'm like probably 10 minutes. He's like, yo, just come back to the crib. I was like, I had to go somewhere. Like, can I borrow the V? He was like, yeah. So he told me like, just turn the heat all the way up so it could cool down the engine so I could make it home. So I made it home. So like, I'm not gonna lie, like after I got off no, I think when that shit happened, I like banged the passenger seat like fuck. Like I was tight. Cause like I said, I had a studio session, so I knew I'm about to be like 15 minutes
Yeah.
late. I hate being late to
Yeah.
studio sessions.
Mm.
But then literally, probably like a minute or two passed, and a thought was like, yo, God is with you. Like, God is always with you no matter what. Ups, downs, good or bad, he's always with you. And then when I realized that, I'm like, fuck it. Like, if my shit was gonna overheat, it was gonna happen anyway.
It's
It
supposed to
just so
happen.
happened to happen right now, but it could have happened tomorrow. So then after that, I'm like, and I'm still gonna make it to the session. Like, Pop's still gonna let me use the V. Like, it's whatever. I
Yeah.
just called the mechanic and I went to him earlier the next morning, got it handled. So after that, I was just like you said, like you feel me? I might have been tight for like 2 seconds, then I realized like, ah, fuck it, like I can't do nothing about it, so I'll just relax and like a new guy was with me, and then it had to happen today, so
Mm-hmm.
niggas moved on.
I love that. I thank y'all for sharing that. I think what everything that I was like as you guys were speaking, what was coming into my head was just perspective, right? It's all about perspective. Like if
Literally,
you're able to shift your perspective, the
hmm
scenario is actually not so bad,
it
Like
could be
and
worse, bro.
yeah.
Some
Feel
people
you.
can't walk.
How you look at it?
Some people have no teeth to brush. On God,
Yeah.
That's how you look
some
at
people
it.
have no hair to comb. Like some people have one eye. Some
Yes.
people have 4 fingers on one hand. Like
Mm.
it could be worse, bro.
One
Some
of my
people
favorites.
they can't even eat whole food. Like somebody's eating through a straw right now.
Or somebody's story is always worse. One of my favorite sayings is if somebody could tell you their bad story, it wasn't that bad.
Mm.
Don't let that go over your head though.
I'm gonna go, yeah. If
Mm-hmm.
someone could tell you about their bad story, their story wasn't that
It
bad.
wasn't that bad. So it's shit like that.
Understood.
And it's funny you say perspective. Like that's another thing. Like I learned this years ago. Probably I'm like 3, 4, 5 years in on this.
Yeah.
I'll look at one situation from as many different perspectives as possible. 98, 100, 158 different perspectives. Like, all right, I can look at it this way. I can look at it this way. I can look at it that way. I can look. So now, after by the time you get to like the 90th perspective, the whole situation is different, and it's like, oh, this shit not like what was I tripping about? You know what I'm saying? So that was another way like that also helped my mental because it's like sometimes we be feeling something that's not true. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you
Mm-hmm.
can have all this built up anger or pent up aggression towards someone or for something false that you might have heard that's not even true.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what I'm saying? So sometimes you gotta just look at it different, like, damn, maybe they did this because of this, or maybe they did this because of that. Yeah, maybe it wasn't even because of that. Maybe I'm just tripping.
And just because someone hurt you, don't mean they were trying to hurt you.
Exactly.
One
Just
of
because you was hurt. Exactly.
I feel like to like wrap up my feelings on a mental health thing is, bro, don't stress over things that you cannot control.
Oh
Mhm.
God.
Only control the things that you can control, and then maybe your math will add up. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
If it doesn't add up, I'm saying change the formula probably.
Yeah.
But things
Yeah.
that happen to you in your life that you can't control, that you have no control over it happening for real, you can't do nothing about it.
Right.
So why stress about it?
Exactly.
It's taking more time away from your end goal.
Yeah. And like just to piggyback off of control, it goes back to like what I was saying early, bro. Like you can't control the next person or the next woman. Like you can't control their wins and losses, but you can control monitoring your wins and losses. Like you can control that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, like take control of what's going on in your life. Like if you're doing good, bro, just stop for 2 seconds and acknowledge yourself. Like sometimes we don't even give ourselves the bare minimum of credit,
Yeah.
and then we wonder why we fucked up mentally. You're not rooting for yourself. You're not even cheering for yourself. So how you gonna expect anybody else to come in a space with you and share? Yeah, bro, I like what you're doing. You're not even complimenting yourself. You don't even believe in what you got going on. You know what I'm saying? You still think what you're doing is trash, and you knocking it out the park. You got people that wish they was in your spot, but you don't see it as that. Damn, I'm not where such and such is at. I'm not with. Damn, they ahead of me.
Or you
Not
looking up to
even
somebody else, they
realizing
looking
like
up to
people
you.
want to be where you are, bro. People want the knowledge that you have,
Mhm.
but you not even knowledge acknowledging yourself, bro. You overlooking yourself. That's where a lot of the self defeat comes, because
Mm.
it starts with us. So if you're not prepping yourself, taking care of yourself, crafting yourself up, bro, you're gonna be fucked up.
I love it. I love it. No, thank you for sharing that. I think, yeah, I do think that I
Broker.
do think everything that you're saying, I 100% agree with. I do think that there are some people though that have to be taught that. Not everybody's taught that,
Hmm.
right? Like not everybody's taught to big up themselves. Or some people are taught, like depending on how you're raised, a lot of times people are raised to kind of
Doubt
consider
themselves.
others and think of other people first, support other people, but they're last, right? It's actually usually the case more than not. I think nowadays the conversation around loving yourself and
Hmm.
acknowledging your wins and stuff like that is a newer conversation that's mainstream, but not everybody is raised that way. And so I think that's where sometimes people have to be taught that. I think coming in contact with people like you guys, right? Or people who have it down where it's like, no, first I got to pour into me. I got to love on me. I got to celebrate my wins and then I could help other people do the same. I think that's a real conversation too because some people do not like everything you just said. Some people do not know that or think
Hmm.
like that at all, and so that's a very real conversation too. But I think
Mhm.
the more conversations like this that happen, I think people will
Yeah.
adjust and get it. So, but I love that. I think everything
Yeah.
you guys both shared was fire.
Takes years of training.
Hmm.
Gotta like there was a video I seen yesterday on Instagram, and the guy was talking about like fortifying his mind.
Hmm.
And I was alluding to that the other day, but I didn't know the word was fortifying.
Mm.
And fortifying is just mentally training yourself. So it's like, yeah, when you do a similar pattern all the time, like I said, I've been putting shit in perspective 100 different ways for like
Yeah.
4 or 5 years now. So that's a
Hmm.
normal for me.
Right.
Some people, they might see this podcast the first time and be like, oh shit, let me try that. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? So it might be a little easier for me, but hopefully, you try it and it works for you and you get, some better results. Your days get brighter and shit like that, bro. So
Yeah. No, absolutely. Thank you for sharing.
yeah, man.
Y'all, this is great. I feel like
Practice good habits.
yeah, I feel like how are we doing, Wolf, for time? Wolf?
I'm sorry. We at an hour 14, but we didn't really start at an hour exactly.
Got you. Okay,
So it's
cool.
like probably at an hour now.
Got it. All right, cool. So what should we do, y'all? I kind of the how I want to switch gears because I know there was some questions that y'all had and things y'all wanted to talk about. I'm like, should we get into some of those or do we want y'all to bless us? What we doing?
Shoot, we could
What
do
you
it.
mean?
We
We
could do
like
this segment. I could I
how do you
could I could bless the scene and then we could continue the conversation. It could be like a little segue. I don't mind doing that.
hmm
You feel me?
maybe I think that would be cool.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it'd be cool. We could continue the conversation right after.
Reef looks confused. What you thinking, Reef?
Maybe we could do that. Move whatever.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's do it. So
So
are we ready? Like how we?
So I'm also a pop artist as well,
DJ Run It Box.
right?
Yeah.
So I go by Yadarax. I'm a pop artist, right? And I have a project coming up. I call it the 4x4. So I'm dropping 4 EPs on the same day in 4 different genres, 4 songs each. So I have a hip hop EP coming out, a pop EP coming out, an Afro pop EP coming out, and a Latin urban EP coming out, all on the same day,
Mm-hmm.
just to show the versatility of me and why I constantly model myself as a pop artist.
Yeah.
So I'm about to do a song. It's called Loco. It's gonna be on the Latin Urban EP. It's actually already out. So it was like it's like the only single that's out from the entire project, quote unquote. So we about to get into Loco real quick.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we on all streaming platforms: Spotify, Apple Music, Yattarax, YATTARACKS, pop artist from Queens, New York.
Mm-hmm.
No spaces, no spaces, all one word. We trying to go global. Going crazy. She's got me going crazy. Let's take a trip to La Playa. Take a trip to La Playa. Take a trip to La Playa. Smoking on the ganja and I'm getting higher. Shorty muy caliente, she could be the lighter. Como se dice, you look fire. Te ves fuego, girl, you fire. Te ves fuego, girl, you fire. My pants will catch fire, I'm no liar. Un Taranta se y inspire. Look me in my eyes, mi amor. Beso por favor. She's got me going crazy. Crazy. She got me going crazy. She's got me going crazy. Crazy. Got me going. And I said, loco, loco, loco. Loco, loco, loco. Loco, loco, loco. Loco, loco, loco. She's got me going crazy, loco. She's got me going crazy, loco.
Hey.
Shout out Yada Rap.
Crazy. Yeah, man.
That
Thank
was
you,
dope.
Mo,
No
for allowing me to
word.
express that.
Of course. That was dope.
Super. I thank you. I thank you for that. Super, super excited for the project coming out. And like I said, that's another reason why my energy's been so high and vibrant lately.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've been working on this project.
Yeah.
And it's just like the sound, like it's just too crazy. Like I could literally start a party in 3 songs.
Mm.
I'm gonna play some, after the camera's cut and stuff like that. I'm gonna play some
Yeah.
songs, show y'all what I'm talking about, and that's what's really just got me on a high. It's just like I
Mm-hmm.
just know you can't stop what's coming. It's just too much
Yeah.
movement. Like
That part.
you gotta move when you hear the music, literally.
Mhm.
So
I love that.
thank you.
No, thank you
you.
for blessing us with that performance. High vibrational. It's giving high vibration. Okay.
That's what we on, man.
Yeah.
Yada Racks.
No, I appreciate
Absolutely.
you guys. Love you guys.
Yeah, and all of the information will be in the bio, so people could, of course,
Man.
tune in.
Network, you know how I go.
Yes, for sure, for sure. And so, yeah, I guess before because we're getting down to time, right?
Mhm.
Before we end off, I do want to get into like two of the questions that you guys, well, we off camera, right? We
Yeah.
talked, right? And there was a couple of thoughts that you guys had about some things, some questions, right? And I kind of wanted us to maybe address two of them, right?
Yeah.
So one of them, right, was a question that came up, which I think this is this topic, right, around like dating, relationships, um, you know, it's like sensationalized in media, right? Like,
Yeah.
should a guy pay for the first date, right? Who should pay for the first date is the conversation, right?
Okay.
But the question that was posed was, should a guy pay for the first date if he didn't enjoy himself,
Fucking
right?
crying.
I know one of you guys asked that question. I don't know if you want to say who, but
Yeah, I asked that question.
that was
Yeah,
Reef,
that was
right?
just the major for
I was just
sure.
curious for real.
Yeah. So let's talk about it. What do you
Mhm.
think? What do you think? And what made you pose that question?
What made me pose that question? What made me think about that question for real is like if a lady goes on a date with with a young man and she doesn't enjoy his time, his company,
Yeah.
he's not getting no butt. Like he's not getting no sex at all. He's not getting a second date.
Mm.
Clipper son.
The Clippers son.
K's for the boy.
And that's what a lot of men, you feel me? I hope you're not doing it, but prioritizing sex as like the highest thing.
Mm.
So she take that off the table. He's basically at a loss.
Mm-hmm.
On the other hand, if he is dating one of them ladies who's prioritizing money and this that, and the third, or for me what he can do for her
Yeah.
financially,
Mm-hmm.
if he doesn't enjoy his time, should he compensate financially? If that
Mm.
if that if it's going to be transactional anyway like that,
Interesting.
the transaction has to be, you know what I'm saying, a
Mhm.
good trade. So it's not like me personally. I'm paying for the first date regardless because I just feel like as a man I should pay for the first date.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't enjoy your time, I'm just not gonna talk to you again.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It's just an interesting question for real.
Mhm. Me, no, my mom growing up, my mom, instilled in me, my brother and I, like, it's just gentlemen like to pay for the first date and shit
Okay,
like that.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
But as I got older and as the dynamic of social
Wow.
media came involved, you feel me? Like I feel like, all right, let's say I'm talking to somebody on social media like DMs. I never met the person.
Yeah.
I never texted the person. Like we just having a conversation in DM. I feel like it's not crazy for us to split that date. Especially I don't know you. We don't know each other. You feel what I'm saying? Because I feel like it was different back in the day. Like back in the day, I feel like if you was taking somebody on a first date, y'all came in contact face to face. You know what I'm saying? It's not you're not meeting people off of social media. Most of it, like back there was no social media. It was rundown time. Like I see you in person. I kind of got a feel for your vibe. You know what I'm saying? I see what your hair look like. I see what your eyes look like in real time. Versus where now it's on social media. Somebody might have 8 pictures up on their gram to represent themselves, but that's when they at their best. I don't know what you're looking at right now while I'm DMing you. You might have one fingernail broke off right now. You feel me? You might need lashes. You might not got the hair done. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like
Ew.
yeah, like I feel like if we in the DMs and like we don't really know each other, we're still complete strangers. Like I don't see no point like no problem going half, but 9 times out of 10, well, most of the time, majority of the time, y'all are actually gonna pay for the first date. That's
Okay.
just because of how I was raised. But
But
I
you
don't.
would go for you would go
Hell yeah, like I
split
don't.
that bill right down the
Yeah,
middle.
exactly. Especially if I don't know you, I meet you in the DMs and then we go on a first date and you're trying to wild out. Like pay for yourself. Like, what the fuck is you doing? I don't know you. We don't know each other. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Ew.
that's what I'm saying. It's kind of different. Like, if I had dialogue with you before, but I never heard your voice, I never seen you in person. That's why I think the dynamic of social media just changed so much.
Okay, so DMs to dinner table. He's splitting the bill. The vibe not right.
Type shit.
Okay,
Cause we don't. You a stranger, bro. I don't know
I
who
got
you
you.
are.
But if you courted her in real life timing and shit, like you paying for the first day regardless.
Yeah, because you in 3 minutes, 3 minutes of me standing in front of you, I could kind of gauge like a sense of your personality, a sense of who you are. In social media, like while I'm just texting, like catfishes is real. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like anybody, you can say anything behind a keyboard. You know what I'm saying? And you can't really, I can't really like find out who you are or read you for real because it's just words. But if I'm seeing you, I see your mannerism, I can smell. You might smell terrible. I can't know that you smell terrible behind the screen. You know what I'm saying?
Ew.
So a lot of shit, your teeth might be yellow for real. Like I could see that in real time. So it's a little different. Like if we run down somebody like, yeah, let's go on a date. Like the connection was felt. But if it's like in the DMs, I never met you for real, and niggas is like, yo, we should just just split it casually, like on some conscious, because I don't know what's about to happen for I don't know you.
She gonna fry you in the group chat.
Yeah, she gonna find me in the group
Close
chat,
friends
but
is lit for Yada Racks.
it's cool. I'm fine with that. Like that was I bet I ain't gotta spend no money on. The fuck? I went from spending $58 to now. All right, cool. I'm gonna keep that shit in my pocket, like
That $58 go to $13.
type shit. Like
Put it
I
right
go
there.
give me a for me. I'll just go do my own thing, bro.
One thing I've noticed though, just being outside, being in a single realm now, like women be, I feel like begging for dates almost like
I'm trying to
like
tell
like
you,
like you
bro.
could be chopping it up with a girl. It's almost like I bet you think I'm just here for one thing, but
Mhm.
you just looking like you just here to go on a date.
Like yeah, like they be hungry.
It's almost like
Like I'll be moving like y'all can't afford to eat for real. Like that's the shit that be sickening me. And like I was dead ass having this conversation with my cousin last night, bro. And I was like she was basically saying like from a woman's perspective, like a woman was telling me like, yo, bitch, you gotta understand, y'all can't just bring pussy, mouth, and ass to the table. Like y'all need more than to the table. And I was telling her like what is the concept behind women wanting men to just pay for everything and just like live with like are y'all trying to hoard y'all money? Like what are y'all trying to do with y'all money where it's like, yo, y'all want the nigga every time you outside, a nigga gotta pay everything for you. Like you can't you can step outside with $20 and come back to the crib with $20, three full meals. You probably had 10 shots of casa. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like a woman could. I feel like a woman could do that, but what it's like when you say what you bring to the table, what she bring to the table is not what I'm saying. Like what you looking for her to bring to the table is not what she should be looking for you to bring to the table.
That's true.
I feel like that's what the difference is. So like, if I'm paying for everything, I'm not looking for you to pay for everything too. Cause how we both gonna pay for everything? I'm saying I'm looking for you to do something else, like pour into my life. Like you
Yeah.
said, support me. Like if you supporting me and you can make my life easy to get money to where I can spend money on us. I'm saying that's the trade. Like, but if I gotta spend money on us, and at the same time you annoying me while I'm at work making money. You know what I'm saying? Like you stressing me in my life. Like you know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Like you not doing things for me without me having to remind you constantly.
Yeah,
It's like now I'm just paying for what?
yeah.
I'm
Exactly.
just spending money. It's like a bad habit now. It's like spending money on a bad habit.
And that's one thing
Partners could be bad
men don't
habits.
want to do. Men don't want to waste money. I'm saying like we going everywhere. I'm spending, but it's like you're not doing nothing for me, bro. Like you just in my pockets, bro.
You just
Like
along for the ride that
you
I
just
probably would
leeching
have
off
had
me, like,
went on in the first place.
and that's what it feel like. The women generation is becoming. It's like women are just becoming leeches, bro. It's like, what are y'all like? What are y'all bringing for us? Like, why do y'all feel so entitled that y'all feel like we have to spend everything? And like I said, I was on the phone with my cousin last night. We fake crack the code. If fake be like women like some women have like daddy issues for real. And their father might be absent in their life, and this is what ends up happening, right? Since their dad is absent in their life, their mom might not be able to afford stuff. And what ends up happening, the mom is like, "Oh yeah, your daddy left us, we got no money." Or even if the dad is around, he not in the picture, your broke ass daddy ain't want to send me no money for you to blah say blah. So now when the kid is hearing this, the woman is hearing this growing up,
Mhm.
what does she equate the father with? She equates the father with just being finance. So now because her dad wasn't around, she didn't have enough money to have clothes. She didn't have enough money to go to school. Or not school. She didn't have enough money for food and stuff like that, right?
Mhm.
And basically now with the dad absent in the house,
Mhm.
the child growing up, the woman growing up, she just equates dad to money. Not
Mhm.
realizing that your dad brings so much more than just money. Yes, he's gonna bring finance, but that hug and that love, that's another part of a father. But they don't care about love because they have no money. And their mom is pouring, your broke ass daddy, your daddy, And that's where women feel like, all right, bet. Like my dad never was around. He never gave me nothing. He never had money. So that's why I feel like they going around now wanting that financial security because that's what they think the man is supposed to do. They think because their dad was absent, the money was absent. So now guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna tax the nigga that's trying to be in my life. Like, oh, you want to come in my life? My dad had no financial stuff for me, so you got to give me everything financially just to prove that you're worthy to be in my life.
That's interesting. No, that's a very interesting like perspective, and I see that. I could
You
actually,
see that, right?
I could see how that could, the two can kind of come together.
Hmm. Through time,
I do
bro.
think though, I feel like it's definitely important to kind of give another narrative, right? I always like, we talking about perspectives, right? We talking
Got
about
to.
perspectives, right? And I feel like, I mean, I feel like it could also be even opposite of that because I don't, and this too, I think it depending on who the women are that you're opening up yourself to and entertaining, it
Hmm.
could be that some women are like, all right, they just want to leech off of you, right? That's one part of this.
Shit
I think the
crazy,
other
bro.
conversation is just around like women who maybe have daddy issues, so equate like a dad to financial security. I think on the opposite end, right? Because me, I feel like that's my story. I shared that on a pod where my father's absent, but I feel like what happened to me was the opposite, where I became maybe like hyper independent. So I don't necessarily look to men to
Hmm.
do things for me because
You didn't have no one to depend on.
the first person that was supposed to be there and do things for me wasn't, right? So in my brain it's like I don't expect much from men, and I think because of that I feel like throughout my life I became hyper independent, got my own bread. If you got bread and you want to, cool, but I feel
Hmm.
like I'm not out
Yeah.
here like, yeah, you got to spend money on me and you got to take me on dates and stuff like that. I mean, those things would be nice, but I think that's where I think it comes with like maturity and like who are these women, right? Who are these women? Like I think that's an important thing too. And that's why it's so important to just like I think a lot of times guys are visual, right? Guys will maybe look at somebody, right? Go for a certain type physically, and then that be the leading factor, like physicality or sexual attraction or whatever. And then once you get beyond
Yeah,
that, the
bro.
mind and the mentality,
The baddest bitches be
then
the most fucked up, bro.
you find out who you're
Living
dealing
truth,
with,
bro.
right? So I feel like
Should be crazy.
it's not one narrative, like, it could be different, right? People could
Yeah.
come from very similar backgrounds, like no father, no mother in the picture, whatever, but turn out very different because everybody's brains
Yeah.
is wired differently, right? Things affect people in different ways and cause different things. But I do think it's like you also got to look at, I think every person has to look at themselves, right? Like if you're out here, you're single, you're dating, and you keep coming in contact with certain types of people, at some point you got to look at yourself and say like, well, okay, these people out here, right? They leeching, they want this, they want that. But what am I doing? Or how can maybe what is something that maybe I need to change to maybe, and that's
Right.
a conversation I had to even have with myself, right? Coming across certain type of men that is just like, all right, so you here for a good time, not a long time. Cool. Right? I know I don't want that. I
Yeah.
know I don't want that, right? So what do I have to do differently? I learned to have a type. There's a certain type of guy that I go for,
Right.
and 9 times out of 10,
It works out.
it don't work out.
Oh, it don't work
Right,
out.
at least in my past history, right?
Yeah.
There's a certain type of guy that I would go for, maybe physically, right? Maybe personality wise, maybe, right? And then the outcome would be the same, right? Whether it's I don't get what I want, I don't feel happy, I don't feel fulfilled, whatever. And so it's like, all right, well, maybe, right? This is something I had to like just talk to myself about. Maybe you need to change your type.
Right.
Maybe you need to stop, like, being as laid back. Maybe you need to communicate more, verbalize what it is that you want, what you don't want. Cause I feel like I'm pretty, like in dating, I feel like I'm pretty chill. But now I become more vocal where it's like, all right,
Gotta
boom,
be.
boom, boom, boom. This is what I want. You can't provide it. And it doesn't have to be monetary. It doesn't have to
Right.
be tangible, physical. Money, it doesn't have to be that. But this is what I'm looking for. If you're not able to provide that, then we're gonna
Yeah.
cut it short. Right? Because I know
What you
I'm
want?
intentionally dating now, right? And so that's where I think guys got to do the same thing. It's not just women are leeches. It's maybe you're attracted to a certain type of woman, like on paper, like physically something, and then the result
Yeah.
is the same. You get what I'm saying?
Well,
So that's
some niggas lead with their bread too.
You
yeah.
gotta
But
do your homework though,
that's why
bro.
they be in this situation.
Mm-hmm.
And before, I just want to piggyback like off what you basically saying, like, um, people could be in similar situations and come out different. It's simple. It's just like,
Yeah.
let's say you got two kids, right? They running, and there's mud around. One kid trips. They both trip and fall face into the mud.
Yeah.
One kid, and then the next kid might just get up and just wipe the mud off and keep
Yeah.
running.
Yeah.
It's the same shit.
Yes.
So you could have two girls that both had fathers absent, like you
Yeah.
said, but yours, you developed hyper independency.
Right.
Another one developed let me leech.
Yeah.
So it's the same shit.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. It's tough, but I feel like as a man too, you gotta you gotta not necessarily try to meet people where they are, especially when you dealing with new people, but just have people meet you where you are. So it's like
Mhm.
if you scrolling on Instagram, trying to feel me, see, you know what I'm saying? Go look at the things them.
Yeah.
I'm saying you not in that financial situation that you want to be in. Like why? Like she got a Cartier bracelet on her wrist that
Big
Hello?
costs
Cleve,
10 bands. Like why you
Balenciagas,
like why you on her shit for? Like
Nelly
Right.
Bells.
and then you gonna sit here and talk shit about her when she talking about some she wanna go to Philippe's.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like don't talk shit about her when she wanna go to Philippe's. Like she probably was already going to Philippe's.
Right. Do you see
Yeah,
the
You know what I'm
nigga.
saying?
material?
Like
Step your money on up, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying too. And I think also there are different kinds of men, like, and this is, I guess this is like yesterday I went out, right?
that
This
little baby go deal with her son. Like,
right. That's
like
yeah.
ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. It's like
Yeah, bro.
it's always gonna be somebody for you. Like
Mm-hmm.
niggas be trying to get shit
Out your league,
that they
brother,
never supposed to
man.
have yet. Like
Gotta be real with
it's
yourself.
like we're like it's like if you know you want a certain type of female in your life, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to have other shit in your life catch up first before you get that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
And I think people also have to realize like there's some people who have it. I think that's the other conversation, right? Like depending on maybe women, if you like I think if a woman deals with a guy who has money and the experience was like dates, expensive gifts, whatever, it's gonna be hard to like if they break up to date somebody who is not doing that.
Exactly.
And vice versa, right? Vice versa. If you're
Mm-hmm.
getting a certain thing and then now
That's all
it's
you know
gone.
now.
Right. So that's where I think that also has to come into play, right? Because some guys have it and they don't have a super attachment to their money. They're just like, yeah, I got it, so I could spend it. When we go out, we're gonna ball out. We're gonna get the bottles. We're gonna do the stuff. And it's nothing, right? They don't lose sleep. They don't feel annoyed. They don't feel bothered that they had to spend money because
The
they
money
just
not coming in.
they like spending money.
And
Nah, it's not even that.
they
The
gonna
money,
spend the money
the money
regardless.
not coming
Right.
in.
It's like if he going on vacation and he bring you to Cabo, like he probably dead going to Cabo regardless. He just wanted
It makes
a-
him feel
with him.
if
it
a
makes him
nigga
feel
could
good to do
spend-
that.
If a nigga could spend 60,000 without blinking, he knows he's making 60,000 again.
Right.
That's really what it
Right.
is. It's like it's just the nigga just got the motion. He got the cycle.
Yeah.
So because you're not going outside spending bread if you don't know it's coming back.
Yes.
So
Exactly.
if you spending, yeah, you shouldn't be at least. But if you spending like 60K like it's nothing,
Yeah.
you already know like I'm due for 80 this week.
Yeah. For sure.
Most people not doing that. We just talking. Like, see, that's what it is. I feel like you talking about the at home life. I feel like it's more so social media, bro. It's
Mhm.
it's like nobody not just spending 60K out the ass every month. So I'm saying like
Nah,
shit
there's
like
niggas
that's
that's
not
doing that
happening.
though.
Yeah.
Word, bro.
There's that
Mhm.
niggas that's doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, then there's of course there's niggas that's doing that.
Yeah, bro.
That's not on some like 80%. That's not on some 40% of the world is doing that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Nah, but I'll be doing that one day. That's why I talk like that.
60 bands.
I know where I'm going, bro.
Yeah, but
That's why I talk like that. I talk like that. Cause look, this is another for the mental, right? If there's somebody in this world right now, I could pick up one of these, an iPhone, call a pilot, be like, yo, I want to go to Indonesia. All right, we're gonna get the jet ready for you in 3 hours. Nigga, if somebody could make a private jet call right now, why can't I, bro?
No, yeah, it's a fact. But you
That's
can
what
do
I'm
that right
saying.
now. That's what I'm trying to show you.
Can't do it right now, but I'm gonna be able to do it.
Exactly. Then when you be able to do that, then if you wanted to go like talk to Lori Harvey for the weekend, like
Nah,
you
fuck
be
Lori
more
Harvey,
accessible
bro.
for
I
that.
don't know Lori Harvey.
I'm just saying if you want except for the weekend,
Fuck
but if
that
you wanted to
bitch,
do
bro.
that, because she probably going to
Nah, I don't want Lori Harvey. I don't want her. I'm gonna make her happy and she gonna leave me.
Whatever,
Like,
whatever person that you feel like you wanted that wouldn't have seen you without those material things.
it's not even. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's not even. I got so over like doing shit to impress females, bro. I don't care. Like I told niggas, like
Not to impress females, but it's just that
if a woman don't like me for my hustle, she not for me, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, bro. I don't care. I don't care if you like me because I got 60,000. I just spent. I don't like. That's not why you're supposed to. If you don't like me for my hustle, you don't love my hustle. You're not for me. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't. Niggas is different out here, bro. That's why I speak from how I speak and where I speak from because I value shit differently. I don't really like cause of the whole social media, bro. I look at women different, bro. It's like what do women really want? So it's like no, women don't even know what they want, bro. So it's like, bro, like I said, that private jet call that wasn't even for women, bro. That's just for my well being, for my mental health. Like, yo, I need to get out of this state. I need to go to another country. It could be for my family.
Mm-hmm.
I got younger siblings, like.
Yeah, but
Fuck
you probably want a little thing to come with you.
It's gonna be my wife, bro. I'm not.
Yeah, exactly.
Not my wife.
She gonna be used to getting flown to Indonesia and shit like that.
Yeah, but it's gonna be
I'm trying
one.
to say,
It's gonna
like-
be one girl though. I'm. Not, I think I'm done trying to entertain 15.
Okay,
women.
but if you're able to
I only want
fly out
one.
to Indonesia, what type of women are you flying with you to Indonesia?
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
You saying woman.
What type of huh?
You saying woman? There's only be one woman. There's gonna be one man. Like it's only one.
Yeah, okay, but it's same difference, bro.
Nah, it's not. Cause you saying type.
Okay, but answer the question though.
That's gonna be my wife. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
What type of woman is she, bro?
My wife.
Okay, man.
She a warrior, nigga, a queen. Like there's only one. It's a king and a queen. That's how I'm moving from here on out. Like, I don't want.
You know what I'm saying? What does she do? How do you meet her? If you're a nigga who's able to fly a jet to Indonesia, gang, where did you meet her at? Cause where did your everyday life
Shit.
entail you to meet your wife at? That's what I'm trying to show you. Did you already know her before you was flying to Indonesia? You know
Probably.
what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm trying to show you, bro. Like is
Nah, I
she
hear
work
you.
her too? Did
Yeah, I
she
hear
help you get there? Like that's
I
what
did
I'm
hear
about.
you, but
Did you meet her up there? But she's ready. Can she fly to Indonesia too? That's what I'm trying to show you. Like
I hear you though. I hear you.
you know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying, right?
I hear you, bro. That's right.
So it's like it's like word like if I'm grinding, nigga, I live in Beverly Hills. Of course, I'm gonna find a wife in Beverly Hills. Like it's like you can't live in Brownsville talking about some. Nah, I want to fucking shorty from Dubai, nigga. You don't live in Dubai, gang. Like, what are you talking about? Like, get your
Brownsville to
go
Dubai.
grind, bro. Lock in on yourself.
Yeah.
Prioritize what you need to prioritize. Like I said,
Brownsville
mental
to
health
Dubai is
shit.
crazy.
If you wanted to marry somebody who live in Dubai, go. You know what I'm saying,
I get your money.
get your money up, go move to Dubai, and then you're aligned now. You know what I'm saying, like, you're not trying to reach outside yourself to align yourself in other places that's not for you.
Brownsville to Dubai, got it.
Brownsville to Dubai, like, it's possible though.
Nah, it's real
You know
possible.
what I'm saying, but you have to get to Dubai first before you try and get the other shit that's there. Like,
Mm-hmm.
niggas hustling backwards. You can never
Yeah,
hustle
bro.
backwards.
Mm-hmm. No, thank you guys for all of your thoughts because this was I feel like we went so many different places this episode, but
Yeah.
it was great. I love episodes like that where it's like it goes all over.
Yeah.
So I think this was good. And yeah,
is
we
lit.
we actually got about like 2 minutes. So I want before we end officially, right? I want you
Okay.
guys to, of course, um, we didn't do affirmation segment, but that's okay, right? Because um we covered a lot. But I do want you guys to, let the people know where they could find you, where they could follow you, give all your information, and any final thought you want to close out with. That'll be the affirmation, if anything, a final thought you want to close with.
You guys could follow me at Reef Major. Everything is Reef Major for the most part. I got a Twitter, Reef Major,
Mhm.
but the A in Major is really a V, but the V is really an A.
Mhm.
And I just want to say, man, that life is always gonna life, and no matter what that is for you, because it's always different for everybody. Just find what your peace is, man, and like always try to obtain that peace. I feel like peace is obtainable, contentment is obtainable, but constant happiness is not obtainable. So it's like once you can chase something that's not necessarily obtainable or really actually there for you to grab, you're always gonna have that emptiness inside you. So always look for contentment, always look for peace
Yeah.
and stillness, like I feel like gotta be
Mhm.
saying, rather than being happy all the time.
Yeah.
Because it's
Word.
unobtainable.
Hmm.
Happiness is a feeling. You can't have the same feeling all the time. If you do something wrong.
Gotta find that peace in that chaos. Yeah, I'm Yada Rex, YATTARSCKS on the gram, on all streaming platforms as well for the pop music. Rhythm and Juice, Rhythm and Juice. That's our brand right here. You can follow us on the gram. Everything is in my Instagram bio. Also, too, me and Reef, What They Don't Want to Hear podcast,
They don't want to hear
WTD
podcast.
Want to Hear on the gram, and also too, you can subscribe on our YouTube as well. And our affirmation is there's a line that I wrote down in my little journal.
Mhm.
I will stand tall and withstand fear. So stand tall, withstand fear. A lot of times, our fears will trick us out of our spot, and the fears come down to the mental. So you got to stand tall and embrace the fears that's in your head, and you know, understand that you are bigger than whatever you think you're going through, bro. A lot of times, it's not as big as you think it is. Just breathe a little bit, and like Reef
Mhm.
said, find peace in the midst of
Find
chaos,
it, bro.
and that'll lead to happiness.
My last tattoo that I got, well, I got
Mhm.
the Boondocks. For me, I got
Love
Huey
it.
and Riley
Love it.
tatted. And then on the back I got a sign.
Yeah.
I was watching an episode and Huey and Granddad was having a conversation. And if you ever watch the Boondocks, Huey always knows what to do.
Mhm.
He always knows how to how
Yeah.
to solve the problem. But this episode, like he didn't know what to do at all. He was lost. He was defeated.
Yeah.
And I never and I felt like it was so crazy because I knew I was about to get the tattoo soon. I've never really seen him that defeated before.
Mm.
And he went to Granddad. He said, "What do you do when you can't do nothing? What does it say? What do you do when you can't do nothing and there's nothing you could do?"
Mm.
And Granddad said, "Do what you can."
Love it.
You know what I'm saying? So when you feel like there's nothing you could do, man, just do what you can. That's all you could do.
Yeah.
Love it. I love that. That was deep. Y'all both were amazing. I
We
loved.
appreciate you for having
No,
us,
I
bro. We're
appreciate
very
you guys.
excited to come.
No,
This
I
is I love
appreciate you
this,
guys
bro.
for coming. This was great. This was a fun episode.
Yeah,
And make sure y'all follow them, subscribe to everything.
yeah,
One of the best barbers in New York City.
for sure, show.
I'm just gonna claim it because
For
all
sure,
a
show.
lot of my
Claim
clients be
it.
telling me. So I'm gonna
For
just
Claim
sure,
it.
show, man.
I'm
Talk your
just
shit,
tell you
man.
what they be saying. So
That's what I'm
Period.
saying. Like you gotta celebrate your
Reef
wins.
Major
You gotta
LLC,
acknowledge
man, get out
yourself.
to follow.
Mm.
And we got hair products coming soon, very,
Yeah.
very, very soon.
Like how you gonna be a barber and you don't think you're the best in the town? Like you're
That's it.
wasting your time.
That's it.
But thank you for having us. This is
Thank
like
you
a
so
real
much,
relief.
for
Like
real.
Of
it's
course.
This
different
was
being a
fun.
guest.
Of
It was a
course. I had
good.
a good time.
It's
I
a
had a
good
good
end to
time.
the Sunday. It's Sunday,
No,
right?
Yeah, bro.
It's a good end
yeah.
to the Sunday,
It's a
for
great
real.
end to the Sunday. It's
Hmm.
it's getting brick in New York. So
Ah,
shit, man.
so cool.
But I had fun today. Thank you for having us,
Of
Mo.
course. Thank you guys for coming, dropping all the gems, and sharing so honestly, y'all. So thank you guys for tuning in. Another episode of your Mental Matters podcast. We are
Wow.
out.
Bow, 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 bow.